Sam Goodman, the co-main event, has just come away with the win by unanimous decision. Yay. Good stuff. All right, coming up to the main event soon. All right. That was a good fight. He dominated the fight, Sam Goodman. So he walks away with the win. Now we get closer to the main event, the WBO Super Welterweight title. Tszyu and Brian Mendoza. Going to the gong. Sam Goodman says he's going to the gong next. That's where I am right now. Be good. I'll be there. All right, we're just waiting now. So the co-main event's over. Just got to wait for the main event fighters to walk out, which should be soon. They're showing pictures of Mendoza. He's ready to go, gloved up. And there's Tszyu. He's gloved up, ready to go as well. Not long to go. And now we're going to ads. So let's just wait. It should be a good fight though. All right, don't forget to vote on the poll or in the chat, Tszyu, Mendoza, or if you're unsure. All right, just waiting for these commercials to finish so the two fighters can walk out, hopefully. Then I'm guessing they're probably going to have an anthem and then announcements and then get underway. So not far now, not long. I'm pumped for this fight though. It's going to be good. It's a dangerous fight for Tszyu, I think. This is probably going to be his toughest challenge yet. Because Brian Mendoza, his last two fights were ridiculous. Those knockouts were crazy. Especially the giant, Honduras. That was crazy. Still waiting for these commercials to finish. Hurry up. We've got no votes on the poll yet. All right, here we go. So Tszyu's getting his dressing gown on, ready to walk out, which he'll be the second person, he'll be the last person to walk out, considering he's the champ. So Mendoza will walk out first, followed by Tszyu. So he's prepped, so hurry up, Mendoza, get out there. Okay, looks like Mendoza's having a little prayer in his dressing room prior to walking out. So we're just waiting. All right, I think he's ready to go. All right, commentators just having to talk about both fighters. Just talking about Mendoza having the power but not having the precision of Tim, which I don't think Mendoza has the same skill set as Tim Tszyu, but he definitely has that power. And they just talk about Mendoza's timing, like in terms of his knockout of Fondoris, it was the timing Sean Porter is talking about, and the timing of Mendoza with those power shots and knocking him out. They were crazy knockouts. It was a crazy knockout. All right, Tim Tszyu obviously has the crowd as well, so that's another advantage that he'll have on his side. It's always a disadvantage if you're going into a hostile crowd and having to get through all the boos and no one supporting you in the crowd, and then trying to pull off a win on top of that. It's definitely a disadvantage to some extent. Oh, we have one vote, unsure. So 100% unsure. All right, so they're just showing Tim Tszyu in the dressing room, ready to go. Just waiting for Mendoza to walk out now. They're talking about who's going to be the most accurate. They're talking about you have to be accurate to win this fight. So whoever's the most accurate with their punches, that's their road to success. Still waiting. Come, Mendoza. Get out there. Now they're just talking about Tim Tszyu talking about his farewell fight, which he did in the press conference. He was talking in the press conference about this. He says this is his last fight in Australia. And then I think he's going to just go over to America and just fight there, which makes sense because you've got all the stables and fighters over there. So it's the place to go and train and fight. It's the place to be if you want to be successful as a boxer. And that's where he did a lot of his training even for this fight. He was at Vegas training. So he went to Vegas, trained there, and then flew back here, um, obviously for the fight. So he's getting his training done over there even at this stage. Now we're just doing welcome to country. Then the fighters should walk out. All right, we have 50% for Tim Tszyu, no percent for Brian Mendoza, and 50% unsure. Okay, now we're going to hear some didgeridoo, and then after that, the fighters should walk out. Just waiting, still waiting. Yeah, previous fight, Sam Goodman, that was a good fight. So I think now he's just waiting for a world title between, or hopefully between whoever the winner is of Inoue's next fight. So that'll be interesting. I think welcome to country's done now, so fighters should be walking out any minute. Okay, so they're going to do national anthems before the fighters walk out, which is weird. I always thought they did it when they were in the ring. Anyway, we got the US anthem playing now, so we just got to wait a bit longer. This may take a little while. He's singing it very, very slow. Still singing the US anthem. Oh, we have an update of the poll. We have 67% saying Tszyu will win, 33% saying unsure. So all the votes for Tszyu at the moment, none for Mendoza. Still waiting for the US anthem to finish. Did anyone put a bet on for this fight? I seen Mendoza was, I think he was paying $8 for the knockout. So he might not get it, but there's always a chance. He's a pretty big puncher. So that's not a bad little potential win. But I do think Tszyu will win. All right, US anthem is finished. Now we have the Aussie anthem. We've got the crowd singing along. Crowd's getting into the anthem. They love it. All right, Tzyu's ready to go. Still waiting for this anthem to finish. They're showing pictures of Tszyu. He's good to go. All right, anthem's done. Crowd's cheering. We're ready for the fighters. Here we go. Jimmy Later Jr. had a bit of a crack to his voice then. It was a bit weird. Like he's a teenager boy. Bit of a testy pop. All right, he's announcing Brian Mendoza. And music starts. And can't see him. Here he comes. Sounds like it's Tupac. I think it's a Tupac song. Maybe. Might be something else. Anyway, Mendoza's coming out. It's a short walk to the ring, actually. He's there already. That didn't take long. All right, Mendoza's in the ring. Just waiting on Tszyu now. Mendoza, la bala, the bullet. All right, ref's checking over Mendoza's gloves. Yep, good to go. Thumbs up. And now we have the announcement for Tszyu. From Sydney, Australia. Undefeated WBO Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Tszyu. And he's got Gangster's Paradise playing. What a gangster. Here he comes. All right, here he comes. World champ. WBO world champ. All right, they got the belt held up. So his first defense of the WBO Super Welterweight title. And now the music's changed. They stopped and the music changed. I don't know this song. Anyway, here he comes. It's walking out as Mendoza warms up in the ring. All right, up the stairs, into the ring. And Tszyu's in the ring. Good to go. Let's do this. So we'll just have to wait for the announcements of both fighters and then we should be able to get into it. Alright, let's tell the tape. Tszyu, 28 years old. Mendoza, 29. Tszyu, 174 centimeters. Mendoza, 178 centimeters. Reach on Tszyu is 183 centimeters. Reach on Mendoza is 178 centimeters. So Tszyu has the longer reach, but is the shorter fighter. All right, Jimmy Leonard Jr. is on. About to announce the fighters. Mendoza just there in the corner. Mouth guard in, good to go. Yeah, they're just announcing the judges. All right. Mark Nelson, the referee. All right, here we go. Now they're going to announce the fighters. Tszyu's wearing all light blue. Mendoza's got like a red or black with red trim. All right, it's showtime. All right, now they're announcing Mendoza. And the crowd is booing. Fighting out of Las Vegas by way of Albuquerque, United States. He came in right at the limit on weight. 24 fights, 22 wins, 16 KOs, 2 losses, no draws. WBC interim world champ. WBO number 2 contender. Brian Labala Mendoza. Okay, in the poll we have 50% for Tszyu, 25% Brian Mendoza, and 25% unsure. Now they're announcing Tszyu as they hold up his WBO belt. Probably out of Sydney, Australia. (23 wins, 23 fights, 23 wins, 17 KOs, no losses, no draws. Alright, first defense of his WBO title. Introducing Tszyu. Alright, let's go. Let's get this done. Our ref's giving instructions now. Both look pretty ready to go. Alright, touch gloves. Here we go. Just waiting for the bell. And here we go. Bell goes. Both men in the center of the ring. Mendoza throws a left hook. Doesn't connect at all. Throws a double jab to the gloves. Tszyu tries to come in with a hook, left hook. Mendoza trying to keep him away with the jab. Moving forward with a double jab. Mendoza onto the gloves of Tszyu. Mendoza being the aggressor with the double jab again. Nothing landing flush at this stage. Both men in the center of the ring. Both men trying to feel each other out at the moment. Triple jab by Mendoza, just to the gloves of Tszyu. Oh, nice and big jab by Mendoza, but not getting through, just landing on the gloves. Nothing significant thrown at this stage. Mendoza keeping that jab out there. Oh, 1-2 with right hand landing on Mendoza. Almost looked like it sort of got him and hurt him a little bit, but unsure. He turned away a bit. Double jab to the body with the right hand to the top by Mendoza. Nothing happening at the moment. Both men sort of feeling each other out. Jab to the body by Tszyu. Double jab to the body by Mendoza. Oh, 1-2 land by Tszyu. Get caught with a right hand as well. So it was a good exchange by both men. Oh, big right hook by Mendoza, but not landing. You can see the power in Mendoza. Tszyu stalking now. Mendoza trying to come over with the right hook, not quite landing. Tszyu blocks it. Jab by Mendoza. Mendoza trying to push the gloves down of Tszyu. Nice tactic. Mendoza backing up and Tszyu stalking. Jab by Mendoza, not getting through, landing on the gloves of Tszyu. Left hook by Tszyu, not quite landing. Tszyu still stalking, throws a jab out, not getting there though. Jab upstairs, jab to the body by Mendoza, not quite landing. Both men defensively working well. 1-2 by Tszyu, not quite getting through flush. But good work by both fighters. Double jab by Mendoza as Tszyu backs up. So nothing landing. Good footwork by Tszyu. Still trying to work each other out and cautiously progressing forward is Tszyu. Oh, 1-2. That was a sharp right hand that seemed to land flush. Oh, right hand lands flush by Mendoza. Good round. Good round by both fighters. Could have gone either way, I think. Tszyu was definitely dominating in terms of controlling the ring and starting to stalk a bit towards the end of the round. But Mendoza was throwing more. Nothing quite landing, but he's throwing jabs out there, trying to get a feel of him a little bit more than Tszyu is trying to get a feel of Mendoza. All right, poll, we have 60% Tszyu, 20% Mendoza, 20% unsure. So at this stage, round one finished. Nothing really outstanding landing apart from the end of the round. Both fighters landed, it seemed like decent right hands. As we come to the start of round two. And here we go, round two. All right, both men in the center of the ring. Mendoza, triple jab, sticking that jab out there, 4 or 5 jabs. Not quite landing. Tries to come with the right hand. Double jab, triple jab by Mendoza. That jab is good by Mendoza. Tries to come over top with the right hand, but Tszyu blocks it. Tszyu still stalking. Mendoza jab upstairs, jab downstairs. Downstairs got through, not quite upstairs. Mendoza tries to come around with the hook. Not quite landing. Mendoza sticking that jab out. Jab by Tszyu. Tries to come over the top with the right hook, not landing. 1-2 by Mendoza, not landing. Nice jab by Tszyu, lands. Mendoza tries to throw an uppercut, doesn't quite land. Tszyu comes around with the hook and misses. Jab by Tszyu, lands. Jab again by Tszyu, lands. Those jabs by Tszyu are accurate. Jab again by Tszyu, lands. He's doing good work with those accurate punches. Throws a jab kind of to the chest of Mendoza. Oh, right hand on the gloves of Tszyu. Mendoza upstairs, downstairs with the jab. Mendoza walks forward with his left hand out. Oh, 1-2 by Tszyu. Not quite landing flush, but still lands. Jab by Tszyu lands. And Mendoza tries to come around with the hook, caught by the gloves of Tszyu. Tszyu stalking, throws out the jab, doesn't quite get there. Tszyu still stalking. Mendoza sticking that jab out there, trying to keep Tszyu away from him. Jab to the body by Tszyu, lands. Double jab to the body by Mendoza, partially gets through. Tszyu still stalking. As Mendoza comes around with the right hook to the body and tries to land an uppercut, doesn't land. Or comes over with big right, overhand right, but doesn't land. 1-2 by Tszyu, lands. That was flush. As Mendoza tries to come forward with his own. Jab to the body by Mendoza, doesn't land. Caught by Tszyu. Jab to the body of Mendoza by Tszyu. 10 seconds. Well, both men throw right hand at the same time. Mendoza tries to come forward with a 1-2. Doesn't land as Tszyu ducks it and round over. This is a bit of a battle. I'd say Tszyu probably won that in terms of landing the accurate punches. Mendoza's throwing a lot of punches, but not quite landing accurately. You can see his power's there, but he's not getting on target. Where even with the jab, Tszyu's not throwing as many jabs, but he's landing the accurate punches. He's landing those punches. So I think the success in that round would have been the jabs from Tszyu. He didn't throw as many as Mendoza, but he definitely landed more. So it was an interesting second round. On the poll, we have 67% saying Tszyu, 17% Mendoza, 17% unsure. All right, starting round 3. Bell goes. Let's do it. Both men in the center of the ring. Mendoza comes forward with a jab and then a left hook, but misses. Mendoza coming forward with a left double jab. Mendoza 1-2 upstairs and then right hand to the body. Body lands, not quite top though. Left hook by Tszyu, caught by the gloves of Mendoza. Mendoza's trying to stick that jab out there, keep Tszyu at distance. Jab upstairs, right to the body by Mendoza. Body shot lands. Double jab to the body by Mendoza. Tszyu still stalking. Big overhand right thrown by Mendoza, but easily caught by Tszyu. Triple jab by Mendoza. Nothing quite getting through. Mendoza backing up, getting in the corner, but then moving out. Tszyu still stalking. Goes to the body, left hook. Oh, 1-2. Jab to the body and then upstairs with the right hand by Tszyu. Body got through. Right hand not as flush. Oh, 1-2 again. The jab got through, but not the right hand as flush again. Jab upstairs, jab downstairs by Mendoza. Mendoza comes around with a left hook, caught on the gloves of Tszyu. Or 1-2 by Tszyu, land flush. Tszyu still stalking. Mendoza backing up. Tszyu stalking. Mendoza trying to use the ring. Trying to come around. Still coming around. Tszyu still stalking. 1-2, not quite getting there with the right hand. Mendoza 1-2 to the body. And then goes to the body and upstairs. Upstairs, like right hand looked like it landed flush. Right hand seemed to land flush onto Tszyu. Right hook caught by the gloves of Tszyu. Okay, Tszyu still stalking. Jab to the body by Mendoza. Uppercut misses by Tszyu and then comes upstairs with the 1-2. Lands a flush jab. Mendoza comes forward with the left hook that misses. Tszyu comes forward with the jab. Mendoza with the body shot caught on the arms of Tszyu, but that was a hard body shot. Both men jab and catch each other. Jab upstairs, right to the body by Mendoza. Not quite getting through. That was a better round by Mendoza. I think all those punches are starting to work its way through. So the work with the jab, he's done well with that. If he keeps on working with that jab, I think he'll start to open up Tszyu. But Tszyu has he's not throwing as much, but he has those sharp shots and he's stalking him. He's looking for those openings, conserving his energy. So this is a good battle. It's definitely a good battle. Oh, he landed the show on the highlights now. He landed a good right hand, Tszyu did. And a good body shot as well by Tszyu. Yeah, that right hand got through well. He's just picking the shots right, conserving his energy and landing with those shots. So Tszyu's definitely the more accurate puncher, but Mendoza's a more active puncher. Okay, here we go. Round 4. Jab, Left hook to the body from Tszyu. Mendoza lands as a left hand on Tszyu. 1-2 by Mendoza. Jab by Tszyu, misses. Jab, Mendoza keeping him at bay with the jab. Or 1-2 to the body by Mendoza, lands. Jab upstairs from Mendoza. 1-2, double jab upstairs by Mendoza. Tszyu still stalking. Mendoza's doing a lot of work on the back foot. Mendoza's still backing off, going for the body, 1-2 downstairs, and then uses the ring to get around. Tszyu still stalking. Mendoza just sticking that jab out. Right hook to the body by Mendoza, lands. Mendoza with 1-2. Tszyu comes in with the right hand that lands. Tries to work on the body on the inside. Oh, uppercut slightly lands. Not quite flush though, just grazing. Oh, double jab by Mendoza. Comes around with a left hook. Lands pretty flush. Right to the body by Tszyu, lands. Mendoza lands the right to the body. Tszyu still stalking. Tried to land the uppercut, doesn't quite land by Tszyu. Oh, 1-2 by Tszyu, lands well. And tries to do it again, only lands the jab, not quite the right hand. And then comes in with the left to the body as Mendoza tries to come back with the left hook. And then starts throwing the jab. Tszyu comes back with his own jab. Mendoza tries to throw a left rip to the body, but doesn't quite land. Caught in the gloves of Tszyu. Mendoza in the corner. Tszyu still stalking. Left to the body by Tszyu. Mendoza gets out of the corner. Lead left hook. Doesn't quite land onto Mendoza. Right hand to the body from Mendoza. 10 seconds. Left hook. Doesn't quite land by Mendoza, but it was a good shot. Just a grazing punch. And round finished. That was a good round. Interesting round. Tszyu had some good shots land in that fight. Mendoza tried to come back with some punches of his own, but not quite landing as flush. So I think Tszyu landed the accurate punches. But Mendoza had some success as well in that round. I think Tszyu might have come away with that round. Yeah, it's a good round. This is a good fight. Tim's just landing the accurate punches, which is going to take its toll, I think, on Mendoza. And then Mendoza will need to do his typical thing and try and win from a big shot and knock Tszyu out. Alright, here we go. We're at round 5. Both men meet in the center of the ring. Mendoza sticks the jab out. Double jab and then comes around right hook to the body. Tszyu throws his own jab out. 1-2 by Mendoza. Mendoza just throwing punches out to the gloves of Tszyu, trying to keep him at bay and work his way in. 1-2 by Mendoza and finishes with the jab. Tim stalking again. Mendoza backing up. Mendoza on the ropes. Moves out. Oh, left hook lands by Tszyu. That was a good shot. Mendoza seems fine though. Comes back with a double jab. Left to the body from Tszyu. Oh, left uppercut lands from Tszyu. Those accurate punches, they're starting to get through now. Mendoza throws the jab out, or 1-2 gets through by Tszyu, and then finishes with the jab. Sticks the jab out, doesn't quite get there by Tszyu. Still stalking Tszyu is. Mendoza backing up. Jabs to the body. Mendoza has a mark under his eye. Oh, Mendoza throws the left hook. Tszyu comes back with a left hook of his own. And left hook again, both landing on the gloves. Jab by Tszyu. He's starting to be a bit more active in this round as more of his punches start to land. Still stalking is Tszyu. Right to the body from Tszyu. Right hook, that was a good one. Still stalking. Mendoza in the corner. Comes with his own uppercut that lands. That was good by Mendoza. Tszyu just keeps pushing forward though. Both men near the center of the ring now. Mendoza right to the body. Doesn't quite get there. Team Cop tries to come back with a left hook. Doesn't quite get there. Still stalking. Jab by Tszyu. Jab by Mendoza. And then jab to the body before Mendoza gets through. Tszyu still stalking. Mendoza backing up. Jab by Mendoza. Tim comes back with a jab of his own. 1-2 by Mendoza. Not getting through. It lands on the gloves of Tszyu. Left hook from Tszyu. Just gets through. Tszyu still stalking. Throws the right hand. Doesn't quite get there. And that's the round. That was a good round by Tszyu. He definitely won that one. Just landed some big shots. Those accurate punches seem to be getting through. And starting to mark up Mendoza. You can see both. I think both eyes. Definitely under the right eye of Mendoza. He's got... I'm not sure if there's a cut. I can't see it at the moment, but... He's definitely got bruising under that right eye. They're showing the replay now. That left hook by Tszyu, that was nice. As Mendoza was trying to come in, just lands with that left hook. And then he comes back. That right hand got through the guard of Mendoza. Tszyu doing really well on this stage. And then he comes back with a left hand after that. And they're just showing the uppercut that Tszyu landed as well. So he dominated that round. All right, poll we have 75% for Tszyu, 12% for Brian Mendoza, 12% unsure. As we get underway for round 6, Mendoza, jab to the body, jab to the head. Tszyu still pressing forward. Mendoza trying to hold his ground. Triple jab, one of them gets through. 1, 2, 3 by Mendoza, not quite getting through. Tries to throw it uppercut by Mendoza. Mendoza being active, more active in this round to try and hold Tszyu back. Stop him from stalking him. Tszyu tries to throw a left hook because it doesn't quite land. Right to the body by Mendoza, lands on the arm of Tszyu. Jab to the body, lands from Tszyu. Jab to the body again, lands from Tszyu. Left hook. Seems to land pretty flush by Tszyu. Stalking again as Mendoza starts to back up again. Double jab by Mendoza, gets himself out of the corner. Jab, then tries to throw it uppercut, doesn't quite land by Mendoza. Jab lands by Mendoza, that was good. Tszyu misses with the jab. Tszyu still stalking as Mendoza tries to keep him away with the jab. Mendoza in the corner. Tszyu throwing the jab. Mendoza gets out of there. Mendoza back into the corner as Tim throws and lands a couple of jabs. Mendoza still in the corner. Tszyu with the jab. Mendoza comes out with a left hook, doesn't land, but gets himself out of the corner. Jab by Mendoza. Mendoza trying to move his head. Trying to be a bit more active in this round. Right to the body from Mendoza. Jab to the body from Tszyu. 1-2 to the body from Mendoza. Jab to the head of Tszyu. Both men jab. Mendoza to the body, Tszyu to the head. Double jab from Tszyu. Throws the right hand. Right hand lands. But seems to have got caught as well from a right hand from Mendoza. Tszyu still stalking. Mendoza backing up. Left hook from Tszyu. Not quite landing flush. Left hook misses by Tszyu. Mendoza in the corner. Right hand from Tszyu. Mendoza just bringing him on. Letting him come on in the corner. As he gets out of there, throws jabs to the body, tries to come around with a left hook and misses Mendoza. Tries to come around with the right hook but misses from Mendoza, and the round's finished. That was a bit of a better round by Mendoza. He was a bit more active. Tszyu still stalking though, but Mendoza definitely had his own success in that round. So it was a pretty even round, that one. Tszyu has to obviously be careful because Mendoza still has that power, so he has to be cautious throughout this whole fight. So Tszyu just seems to be stalking him throughout this fight, but he's still got to be cautious. All right, both men ready to go for round 7. Here we go. Mendoza comes out with the jab. Double jab to the gloves of Tszyu. Mendoza sticking that jab out there, keeping it on the gloves of Tszyu, and then comes to the body with the right hand, not quite landing. Mendoza with the combination to the gloves of Tszyu. Tszyu comes forward with his own jab, partially getting through. Left hook by Mendoza, caught on the gloves of Tszyu. Again, left hook, caught on the gloves of Tszyu. Jab by Tszyu as Mendoza tries to come with the uppercut. Left hook by Tszyu, doesn't quite land, lands on the gloves of Mendoza. Right to the body from Tszyu. Tszyu not stalking as much at this stage as Mendoza tries to keep him in the center ring. Oh, right uppercut from Tszyu. That was nice. And tries to throw another one. And another right uppercut. And Mendoza's hurt. He's hurt. Mendoza's hurt. As Tim threw 3 uppercuts. But Mendoza's coming back with 2 hook body shots. Mendoza's still throwing. Mendoza seems to have recovered. Tim still stalking, walking forward, being cautious. Mendoza throws an uppercut of his own and lands. Mendoza still jabbing. Tszyu still stalking. And as Mendoza tries to grab on, Tszyu comes over the top with the right hook and then comes back with the left hook. Mendoza comes with an uppercut of his own, which landed. It's got to be cautious. Tszyu comes in with the jab. Tries to come over the top with the right hand. Ref telling Mendoza to keep his head up. Tszyu working to the body. As Mendoza tries to hold on. Mendoza trying to come in and hold on as Tszyu keeps punching. Left working to the body, Tszyu does. As Mendoza comes back to the body of Tszyu. Right uppercut from Tszyu lands. He's having success with those uppercuts, Tszyu is. Mendoza throws a right to the body and tries to jab upstairs, not quite getting there. Mendoza backing up. Mendoza looking like he's preparing to throw a big shot. Mendoza holding on as Tszyu tries to push him off. Tszyu still stalking, comes with the right hand, lands. Mendoza trying to work the body as Tszyu works his body back. And that's the end of the round. Whoa, what a round. He had him there with 3 uppercuts in a row. He had him hurt and then come back with a hook. They were some big shots. Mendoza was hurt in that round. Tszyu came forward, but Mendoza, credit to him, he recovered so quickly and started throwing punches back. And here we go, replay, boom, that landed flush, that right uppercut. Another uppercut, not quite landing as flush. And boom, that third uppercut, that's what dazed him. And then comes around with a right hook. And then he comes back as Mendoza tries to hold on. So big round by Tszyu. Big round by Tszyu. Could have been over there if just didn't quite land that shot to actually drop him. And here we go, round 8. Tszyu still has to be cautious though. Mendoza backing up and instantly in this round as Tszyu throws a jab and lands. Jab by both fighters, not quite landing. Jab by Tszyu, partially landing. Tszyu stalking still, throwing the jab out there, not landing. Mendoza backing up. You just feel that Mendoza's trying to bring Tszyu on with a big shot. As Mendoza's still backing up. Got to be cautious of Mendoza. Jab by Tszyu. Mendoza in the corner. Left hook by Tszyu. Double left hook lands by Tszyu. Left to the body from Tszyu. Tszyu still stalking. Mendoza in the corner again. Jab missed from Tszyu. Still being cautious, Tszyu is. Jab by Tszyu, lands on the gloves of Mendoza. Right hand lands on the gloves of Mendoza. Jab to the body lands from Tszyu. Mendoza throws a jab out there. Triple jab. Trying to back Tszyu off. Tszyu jab to the body landing. Jab to the body from Mendoza. Tries to come around with a hook but misses. Right hook lands from Tszyu. Just a short right hook. Nothing significant. Jab from Mendoza to the body of Tszyu. Landing on the gloves. Again. Landing on the gloves of Tszyu. Tries to come around with the hook. Lands on the gloves of Tszyu. Tim still stalking. As Mendoza backs up. Onto the ropes. Mendoza goes into the corner. Still trying to get out of there. Works his way around. Right hand lands from Tszyu and comes over with the left hook that lands from Tszyu. Oh, 1-2 from Tszyu land, but Mendoza had success of his own with his own 1-2. That's that dangerous fighter that Mendoza is. Left hook lands from Tszyu and then lands with the jab. Right hand lands from Tszyu. Mendoza seems fine though. Mendoza trying to hit the gloves of Tszyu, trying to hit him down. Left hook lands from Tszyu. Mendoza dancing around, trying to show Tszyu that he's okay, he's ready to go. But it doesn't seem to be winning this fight though. And round over. Another good round. Tszyu started having more success, but it was getting a bit dangerous as well with that round. Towards the end, good combination thrown by Tszyu, but Mendoza had some success of his own with the combination that actually landed as well. And both big shots. Yeah, showing the replay now. Big right hand landed from Mendoza. Yeah, that right hand was big by Mendoza, but Tszyu took it. Mendoza starts dancing around. I think he was happy he had some success in that round. So it got him motivated. That's the dangerous fighter that Mendoza is. But Tim did come back and get him in the corner a bit and land a couple of shots. All right, 80% for Tim Tszyu, 10% for Mendoza, 10% unsure. As we start round 9, here we go, championship rounds coming up. Oh, jab, nice jab by Mendoza. Tszyu still stalking. Lead uppercut from Mendoza. Partially lands. As Tszyu tries to throw one of his own. Comes around with left hook. Tszyu does. 1-2 from Tszyu. Seems to land. Jab from Mendoza. Oh, Mendoza throws a wild right hand and completely misses. That's what he's looking for. He's looking for these big shots to win this fight. Oh, overhand right, caught on the gloves of Mendoza. Oh, big right hand lands from Tszyu. But Mendoza takes it and comes back with a left body hook. Mendoza tries to grab on. Tszyu's trying to get him off and throw punches continually. Mendoza backing up, starting to back into the corner as Tszyu stalks. Mendoza tries to come with the left uppercut, not quite landing. Left hook right hand from Tszyu, not quite landing flush. Tszyu still stalking as Mendoza's backing up. Tszyu stalking still. Oh, left to the body. 1-2. Good body shots by Tszyu. Left hook lands from Tszyu. That was good. Sharp shots. And throws a jab to the body. Jab to the body. Blocked by Mendoza. Comes back with his own jab to the head of Tszyu. 1-2 from Mendoza. Nothing landing. Tszyu stalking. Mendoza starting to back into the corner. 1-2 land. The right hand center land by Tszyu. Left to the body from Tszyu. Left the body again from Tszyu. Tries to come around with the left hook. Not quite landing. Left to the head of Mendoza. Mendoza tries to come with a lead uppercut. Not quite landing. Landing on the gloves of Tszyu. Left to the body of Mendoza. Partially blocked by Mendoza. Tszyu still stalking. Right hand. Lead right hand. Left hook by Mendoza. Nothing getting through. Mendoza still stalking. Tszyu still stalking. Mendoza in the corner. 10 seconds. Oh, Mendoza tries to come over top with the right hand. Overhand right, but doesn't land. Lands on the shoulder of Tszyu. As the round ends. That was a bit of a quieter round. Tszyu still stalking, trying to look for that shot, but cautiously looking for that shot, which I think he needs to do is to maintain that cautiousness. Because Mendoza is still dangerous. You can tell he's still energetic. He's not tired. He still has that one punch power. But Tszyu's just the accurate puncher, just landing those accurate shots. As they're showing the replay, that right hand, straight right hand, lands flush from Tszyu. So definitely a Tszyu round. 82% Tim Tszyu, 9% Brian Mendoza, 9% unsure. As we start round 10. Mendoza comes in energetic, throwing combinations, but nothing quite landing. He's dancing around on his feet. Triple jab, body shot, nice body shot from Mendoza. And Tszyu comes back with a body shot of his own. Oh, Mendoza tries to come with the overhand right, not quite landing, and Tszyu lands a shot of his own. Left to the body from Tszyu as Mendoza comes with the overhand right, but doesn't quite land. Mendoza's going for that overhand right, but just not quite getting there. Jab by Mendoza as he backs off. Right hand lands from Tszyu. Mendoza in the corner. Oh, big right hand. Doesn't quite land flush from Tszyu as Mendoza comes with a lead right uppercut and doesn't quite land either. Mendoza tries to come over the top with the right hand. Left hook lands by Tszyu as he works the body and then starts upstairs. with a combination from Tszyu. Mendoza in the corner, jab to the body from Tszyu. Tszyu still stalking as Mendoza's backing off as Tszyu throws a right hand that lands. Mendoza sticks a jab out, tries to come with a lead uppercut, doesn't land. Mendoza backing up. Tszyu lands a jab. Mendoza misses the jab, tries to come around with a left hook on the gloves of Tszyu. Left lands to the body of Tszyu. Tszyu has him in the corner again, throws a left to the body. Mendoza holds on. Tszyu pushes him off and hits him with a right hook. Mendoza backing up. Tszyu still stalking, comes forward to the left. 1-2, good combination by Tszyu, lands with a right hand, finishes with the right hand, comes with a left hook, right hand over the top. Mendoza's trying to hold on. Tszyu's pushing him away and throwing combinations. Tries to come with a big uppercut. Mendoza hits him low. Tszyu complained, but then they kept the fight going. Mendoza tries to come with overhand right as Tszyu throws combination landing from Tszyu. Mendoza gets caught with a right hand and a right uppercut and a left hook as Tszyu tries to hit him with the uppercut and right hand lands. Right hand lands. Round is over. Mendoza was saved by the bell there. Mendoza is bleeding with a cut over the left eye. And still has that mouse under that right eye as well. Mendoza is battered and bruised. As Tszyu is just starting to dominate this fight. If he brought on that combination earlier in the round and started dominating like that, the fight wouldn't have lasted as long as it has at the moment. Mendoza was saved by the bell in that round. 2 more rounds to go. Will Mendoza hold on? Or will he come up with something spectacular with a big punch? Mendoza needs a knockout. As they're showing the replay of the low blow. Alright, here we go. Round 11. Mendoza comes with jab, just sticking the jab at Tszyu. Trying to keep Tszyu at bay with that jab, constantly throwing that jab. Tszyu stalking, throws a jab. Mendoza with the jab, tries to go to the right hook to the body. Tszyu lands a jab and throws a jab to the gloves of Mendoza. Mendoza tries to come with a combination that lands on the gloves of Tszyu. Tszyu has him in the corner again, goes for the body, and then goes for the uppercut. Right hand. Tszyu coming around with some wild shots. Mendoza tries to come with a big overhand right, but doesn't land. Mendoza going for the body. Tszyu going for the body. Combination to the head. Right hand lands by Tszyu. 1-2 land from Tszyu. Mendoza's backing up. As Tszyu throws the right hand, but doesn't quite land. Right hand just misses by Tszyu. Right hand misses again by Tszyu. Mendoza backing up. Double left rip by Mendoza getting through. As Mendoza's in the corner, right hand lands from Tszyu. And again, Mendoza tries to come back with a combination. Doesn't quite get on. Right uppercut. 2 uppercuts from Tszyu. And comes around with the right hand. Again, tries to come with a big uppercut. Goes to the body. Right hook. Right hand. Left uppercut. Left hook. Right hook by Tszyu. Right hook again by Tszyu. Mendoza's in the corner, hurt. Left combination. Uppercut by Tszyu. Mendoza still not down. Still going. Referee breaking them up. Looking at Mendoza. Seeing if he's okay. Right hand by Tszyu. Mendoza backing up. Coming with the combination of his own. Mendoza is tough. Tszyu still stalking him. Mendoza in the corner again. Mendoza throwing jabs, but Tszyu blocking all of them. Mendoza backing up again. You can tell Mendoza's tired. Tszyu feeling the range. Body shot by Tszyu. Body shot again by Tszyu. Lands. Mendoza backing off into the corner again. 10 seconds. Mendoza's going to survive. Well, right hand landed from Mendoza. Another right hand landed by Mendoza. Then Tszyu comes back with a right uppercut that lands. And then a right hook. That was a good round. Good shots landed by Mendoza, but Tszyu just came back with some power punches of his own to finish the round. As Mendoza's corner work on his cut. That was a great round. We have 83% for Tszyu, which I think Tszyu's winning at this stage unless it gets knocked out. 8% for Mendoza and 8% unsure. This is an entertaining fight as the ref comes into Mendoza's corner and says, "Protect yourself," threatening to stop the fight. So they've got one full round to go, but the ref's going to keep a close eye on Mendoza, and if he keeps on taking more punishment, I think the ref will stop the fight. Especially with the cut of Mendoza over his left eye. Doctor's going to look at the cut prior to the last round. They'll let it go on. The cut's not that bad. As long as it's not bleeding into the eye, it should be fine. Yep, they're going to let it go. Alright, here we go, last round. Tszyu back to his stalking ways. Mendoza's still dancing around, still energetic, still has that power. So Tszyu needs to be cautious as Mendoza throws 2 jabs out to the gloves of Tszyu. Mendoza backing up, Mendoza in the corner, Tszyu still stalking. Tszyu stalking still, Mendoza backing up, trying to get out of there. 1-2 by Mendoza, lands on the gloves of Tszyu. Right hand coming forward by Mendoza, not landing. Right hand to the gloves again. 1-2 from Tszyu, not quite getting through, flush. Tszyu still stalking as Mendoza's in the corner. Gets out of there after Tszyu throws a jab. Mendoza still moving around. Still bobbing around. Oh, lands with the right hand, a left hook, Mendoza. That was a good clean shot. Tszyu still stalking. Mendoza still showing punches. Double jab for Mendoza, not getting through. Combination by Mendoza, nothing getting through. Mainly to the body of Tszyu. Double jab by Mendoza onto the gloves of Tszyu. 1-2 from Mendoza on the gloves of Tszyu. Tszyu just catching his shots. Mendoza moving around. Nice head movement by Mendoza. Trying to get through this round. Minute left. Jab to the body. As Mendoza tries to work to the body, Tszyu lands a left hook and then comes back with a jab that lands. Mendoza's trying to throw 1-2 to the body. Mendoza trying to throw some jabs out. Not quite landing flush. Oh, right hand lands from Mendoza as Mendoza is unsteady on his feet. Mendoza energetic, trying to come forward. Moving around. 18 seconds to go. Probably should have started this earlier. Mendoza coming forward with combination, nothing landing. Mendoza throwing to the body as Tszyu lands upstairs with the jab. And end of fight. That was a Tszyu win. Pretty dominant performance. So that should be. You never know. This is boxing. It should be unanimous decision for Tszyu, I think. But tough Mendoza. He did well. He did well to stay in there. Because he copped it. He had some big shots land on him, and he had that cut over his left eye and that bruising under the right eye as well. As they try and work on the cut now prior to the decision. But yeah, Tim looks fine. No, can't see any marks or cuts or bruising. Might have a bit of a mouse under his right eye, maybe. But good fight. As we wait for the decision. But yeah, Mendoza didn't do it. He was very active at the start of the fight. Tszyu was just picking his shots, started landing the accurate shots. And then as he started landing more and more accurate shots, just kept on coming forward with those accurate shots and started throwing more of those accurate shots and landing those accurate shots. Where where Mendoza was throwing a lot more punches, but just not landing. So will Charlo be next for Tszyu? That is the question. So they're showing replay now. He just those flush shots from Tszyu, they were just accurate pinpoint shots. That's what's won the fight for him. As we still wait for the confirmation that he has won it from the decision. But Mendoza really needed that knockout punch to land in those last 4 or 5 rounds, because he was losing. He was going downhill from there. All right, we're about to announce the winner. Here we go. The 12 rounds of action. It's going to be unanimous decision. They're all in agreement. 116, 111. 116 to 112. 117 to 111. All three. Unanimous decision. He is still the undefeated WBO champion of the world. The Soul Taker, Tszyu. There we go. Tszyu comes away with the win. Great performance against probably the top guy in the division, apart from Charlo, unless Charlo comes back. But Tszyu's just proved himself that he is probably the best in the division, and should either go for other titles if Charlo doesn't come back down, or fight Charlo if Charlo does come back down. Here we go. He's saying Charlo. He's saying, where are you at, buddy? So they ask him what he thinks Charlo would think. And Tszyu's saying, come get it. They ask him, do you think he will come get it? And Tszyu says, for sure. Tszyu said he is the best 154. Let's prove who is the best. Who is really the king of the division. Now they're just asking him about Brian Mendoza. He said he's tough, he's crafty, he's slick, he's got power. He's world class for a reason. He's just behind me. Yeah, he's just behind me. Well, he is now. So what do you set out to do today? He said have some fun in there. Simple. He said, I told you it's my last hooray. So as mentioned before, this is probably his last fight in Australia. Well, if it is, it'll be for a while. So he'll go to America now, I think, and fight over there. And maybe fight Charlo over there. Who knows? So they ask him what it means to him to fight in Australia. He said it means a lot. Anyway, there we go. He first defense. So Charlo called him the paper champ. So I don't think he can call him paper champ anymore because now he's actually earned the title from defending it. Because if who does he fight next? Charlo. If Charlo wants to call him paper champ, then fight him. Because I think now he's earned that title. Anyway, that's all. Tszyu has proven that he is the WBO super welterweight champion, and now he urges Charlo to take him on. So let's see what happens. Anyway, that's it. All done. Fight over. Thanks for watching. Till next time, peace out.